All right, doing another one on the Digiscoping adapter that I just got, which is the Epoch Mountain Mag adapter, EPOCH. I don't know how they say it. This little guy, I think I'm gonna keep it in here. Fits nice, pull it out when you need it. It does not stay attached to the phone. It can be transferred in between other phones. Whether you have no phone case, which is probably how I'm going to run it, or if you have a MagSafe phone case, which I do not, so that's why I'm running it with no phone case. It just magnetizes onto the back. You can see it auto aligns with the camera lens there, and if you wanted the lower power, auto aligns there. That part's pretty self-explanatory. What I was running into was on mine, so for the lower power camera, see, everything works fine. When I want to put it onto the higher power camera, it goes black. And so when I go to 5 power, nothing. I tried locking the settings where I can manually, like, it's not supposed to keep trying to switch between lenses. It doesn't autofocus, all that kind of stuff. Didn't do anything. Like I said, on the 1 power is fine. Oh, gotta go back down to 1 power. It's fine. And you can, from here, you can zoom all the way up to 5, and then it starts doing that, blinking. But on the lower power lens, you can go from 1 to whatever, 4.9. What I did instead was I downloaded the Final Cut camera app, and I made it my shortcut on my phone, which is like the little mute button. Just hold it down and it brings up this app, which I can change from 1 power, which is what it's on right now, and then I can change it to the 5 power lens, and then I'll do this, put it on the 5 power, and then see everything is nice and zoomed in. And so I can pick which lens I want to use. So that works a lot better. You just have to have a second app. I guess you don't have to, but to me it seems a lot better. So these little magnets just align with the magnets on this eyepiece. It auto aligns. So you just stick it on there, and then you can, aim it and do whatever. And it's kind of hard because we're very close to everything in here, but that's it. I mean, that's how the actual adapter part works. I was really hoping that this piece would fit my binos. The binos actually have larger eyepieces than the BTX, so this does not fit over that. So it's only going to be good for the BTX, which is fine. One plus though that I did not anticipate is the eye cups fit over the eyepiece here. So now I can have both eye cups on whenever it's not in use, which that hasn't been the case with the other Digiscoping adapter that I had. So that works pretty well. All in all, I think it's going to work pretty well. I like the auto alignment. Whenever you just go slap it on and boom, you're ready to go. Instead of having to try to like drag it in, put it on there just right. And then I like that it is transferable between my phone, your phone, whatever. The only thing is, this is an iPhone 15 Max. This is going to only be for the Max. The regular size phone, it's not really compatible with. You can kind of, stick it on there in the right spot, but it's not going to be like really locked on. It'll work, but it's not going to be really locked on. So really this thing is only for the Max size phones. You'd have to get a different one for the smaller phones. Pro versus whatever, I don't think that part matters. But the size does matter. So that's kind of a bummer because I thought this thing was going to be a little bit more universal than that. Either way, it'll work if you needed to in a pinch. And I like that it doesn't have to be on the phone all the time, that you can transfer it to somebody else can use it, and that it just, boom, slips in the pocket. So, I don't know, that's the review. We'll see how it goes this year.